say, man, I don't know her. She's too quiet.
What up, though? It's your girl, She's Too Quiet, and welcome back to the She's Too Quiet podcast. This podcast is for the ones who've been overlooked, underestimated, or simply too quiet for the noise of this world. I'm Tania, a fellow introvert and woman of faith, inviting you to find strength in stillness, clarity in solitude, and purpose in your quiet voice. Every episode, you'll hear reflections, devotions, and quiet confessions that remind you don't have to be loud to be powerful. And if you're listening, you're already a part of the Quiet Power Club, a space where we celebrate gentle strength and the God who meets us in the silence. Let's get into it. What up, though? Happy Friday. It is officially the end of the week. I hope your week has been going well. It's been particularly gloomy in my neck of the woods. Hopefully, the weather will start looking up, but nonetheless, all is well on this side. So today is going to be part 2 of last week's episode, Singles Ministry. Who is it really for? Sit back, buckle your seatbelts. Let's finish this conversation. We talked a little bit about the idea of speed dating. Mm-hmm. Now, should this happen inside the church or outside of the church? How would this look? Let's just say we are on the singles committee and we come up with this idea to do speed dating. Is it best to have it on site? Should we go to another venue? What are some of the restrictions? How should we?
So let me clear this up.
Okay.
I didn't say us, and I get where you're going. I just want to make sure people are clear. I didn't say us participate in the speed dating. I said we should plan one.
Oh, okay.
But I almost think it should be outside of the church, but for people of the faith.
Okay.
People who are in church. But let's, make it jazzy outside of the church. Maybe like at a restaurant, like in a smaller room. You know what I mean? But honey, the background checks I would be trying to do, like, what church do you go to? Are you a member? Do you pay your tithes?
Right.
Just certain things like that.
Oh, screening them.
As you should. Like.
Okay. Checking the fruit.
Right. Because.
Submission video.
Because people may just show up just to.
Ruin somebody's
be triggers.
Life.
Yes. Mess up their whole day, their whole life. So. But I think, and not to be of the world, I don't want to get anybody offended, but I think it's okay to not have everything be in the four walls, because guess what? We as adults still go out to dinner and have fun. So I think it's okay to take it outside of the four walls of the church, so we don't feel like we have to be so confined,
right?
With one another. Or if there is a connection, being like, am I really supposed to shoot my shot in the sanctuary? You know what I mean?
Right.
So yeah, like do it like everybody else in the world does speed dating. Out at the restaurant, just chill. You don't have to feel like there's any pressure, but a little bit of pressure, because we're here for a purpose. So that's how I have it visualized in my mind. Let me tell you where I got the idea from that.
Okay.
So I started watching this show that my friend Veronica told me about, Love on the Spectrum, on Netflix. Okay.
I've been hearing great reviews about that
so
show.
Good. I literally binge watched it. I'm already finished with the last season. I finished that after it was out for 2 weeks. But I say that to say, these people are on the spectrum, but they were going speed dating like it was nobody's business. And
my God.
Yes. And they were not fearful. They were not, of course they were a little nervous, but that made me think, like, anybody can do speed dating.
Yeah. So how did it work? I guess I'm not really familiar with speed dating. So do they just chit chat, or like, is there like a set list that they like, here's what we're talking about?
No, they can just sit down and talk about whatever they feel like they want to talk about with that person in order to get to know them. I think they sit with them for maybe 5 minutes or however long you want to sit with them. They ring that bell. You write on your little list, if you like them or your thoughts about them, and then the next person comes around.
Wow. And so how do you narrow it down? Like, if you talk to 5 people, you can walk away with 5 dates?
You sure can.
Okay.
So from what I saw in Love on the Spectrum, you hand in that list of your people that you are interested in. They take it in, and then the person who's hosting it, they find out from that person if there's a mutual connection, and if so, you get that person's telephone number so you can
Oh, I like
interact.
that. I like that.
Yeah, just think about it.
Interesting.
I'm
I
trying to get her
guess
to do it, y'all.
I guess my fear of speed dating, the level of vulnerability that I feel like you have to have going into a situation like that terrifies me as a introvert.
Okay.
I just feel like there has to be a level of openness when you're coming into that type of environment.
That makes sense. And I think the good thing about that is you can ask whatever questions you want to ask, but I get your point. Like, that person may come like with the hard hitting questions right then and there.
Tell me all your trauma.
Right. In 3 minutes? Sure. Okay. Yeah, I would dare to think, I would hope nobody would come in doing that.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, it's speed dating. So it's like, let's just get to the
nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Scares me.
And I guess that's a chance,
Yeah.
Or you can set up the rules if we're the one planning it. Hey, don't come in here asking too many hard-hitting questions. That's what the first date is for.
Yeah.
Should you decide to, continue on getting to meet this person.
Yeah, I may have to oblige you in this.
All right,
Just,
let's think about it.
a little case study.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking fall 2026.
Oh, so
This
soon.
year. This year. Early winter.
Okay.
Pray on it.
I like the idea. Then another thing too, like another fear is getting too churchy. Sometimes I feel like when there's events labeled as church or, this is a church event and stuff like that, there's a certain narrative around the situation.
Yeah.
And so I guess I'm like, how can we say it? But then it's like, I don't want to be ashamed. Like, this is
Not
what it
ashamed of
is.
the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Hello?
Yes. Yeah, and I think like when we do our flyer that we should definitely make it known that it's, for people of faith, but also let them know. I get your point. Like there's a fine balance. Like there's definitely a fine balance, which is why I say not to do it in a church atmosphere.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That would help a lot.
I really think it would, but just let it be known that this is a faith-based, function, because other people aren't ashamed to be like, hey, this is for this group of people or people who have this, particular set of interest. So yeah, I think it's just wording it correctly, not being like deceitful. It's not like we're gonna be, doing praise and worship like in the middle of, the speed dating.
Right.
But it's known that
we have a whole program.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We're not gonna be handing out church fans or anything like that,
Yeah.
but still let it be known like, okay, this is the environment of people that we're gonna be surrounded by. Because I'm single, but I want to make sure that the person I meet actually attends church.
Right.
Not just goes, but attends church.
Right.
So we'll figure that part out.
Yeah. I think they need a video.
That's fair.
I just don't know if that
You are
would
serious
shrink our
about that.
pool,
You are serious about that.
Yeah, I mean, you can pick up some things,
You can always say, look at the eyes. Look at the eyes.
I say everything you need to know.
They sure do.
Yeah.
They sure do.
Yeah.
But I think there should be some kind of background criteria
Yeah.
or requirements. Yeah.
I agree. What other tips can we offer singles ministries?
I think what you said earlier, what's your end goal? Because I think that will bring the right people.
Right.
Because they are there for that end goal as well. I don't know if you noticed, because were you there both nights? You were there both nights.
Yeah.
There were less people there on Saturday than Friday.
Right.
So that's a little discouraging, I'm sure.
And I definitely think too, maybe looking at the person and what stage of life they're in.
Yes.
Because their entry points into the ministries is very different.
Absolutely.
And so I think understanding where a person is can also help them kind of gauge what they need to do, especially too with the conversations, recently divorced group. They need actionable things in place to make sure that they can sustain the single period. So I think maybe looking at that will be very beneficial for the singles ministry.
Absolutely.
And also differentiating between I'm single and I just want to have someone to go out and do stuff with.
Right.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
like I think there's definitely a large sect that just identify as single and just want a group of people to do stuff with.
Yes, that's true.
And so maybe an activity arm
Yes.
only,
Yes.
because y'all can schedule all types of
Y'all have
activities.
fun. And truth be told, I might dip my toe in a couple of those just to stay busy. But you're right. You're talking about two different
Right.
groups of people, and they're happy
Right.
like that, which is fine. Because some people literally just don't want to be married,
Right.
and that's okay. So yeah, that's a valid point.
And then I also noticed too, like there's people that are unsure. And so maybe some tools to help you identify
Right.
where you are right now. And that would definitely help to push you into which group you should probably
Very true.
be more involved with.
Very true. Because what if you have already made up in your mind you don't want to be married, or you do want to be married, and the more you start getting into these groups and interacting to help you decide, you completely change what you thought you wanted. So yeah, I think that's a very smart idea.
Yeah.
Very smart idea. Are ministries unintentionally excluding quieter personalities? I thought that was a very good question. So I would say yes. Because I think that churches don't intentionally try to exclude those who are introverts, and it's not like they put on the survey like who's an introvert, who isn't. That's not a box to check.
Right.
But to your point, it can make things very uncomfortable when you're in a large room or group of people. Again, and even so let me just let you know, I have 5 brothers, okay?
Okay.
And so I'm the only girl. And sometimes I'll get, little knowledge from them, like, bro, what's wrong with y'all? You know what I mean? And my youngest brother told me, he said, look, men are just as nervous to approach women as women would be to approach men because of rejection or just anything like that. And I was like, that's a very valid point. And so when you're in big environments like that, and even if not everyone's eyes are on you, it can tend to feel like everyone's eyes are on you when you go introduce yourself to that person. And then, you also start to think, like you said, we're in a church environment. Is it even okay for me to, shoot my shot? So I do think that aspect of it does maybe hinder people from actually connecting with people. And so for introvert, we're already shy.
Yeah.
We're already going to be back in our corner. So I think, just have a ministry for introverts. You know what I mean? Like for people who are shy, or be more choosy of where you have it. Like even if you don't read, let's do like a book club. It's going to be quiet.
Yeah.
It's not probably going to be like a really busy, hectic area. I think location has a big part to do with it. But I do think churches do unintentionally, they don't think about the shy people, because you're right. They have mixers. They have parties and gatherings and get-togethers. Do you remember at the singles ministry that like afterwards they did like a whole like glow party?
Yeah.
I was like, let me go to my car.
Immediately. I don't even
Who's
want
doing
any
that?
of the snacks.
Right.
Even though I'm hungry.
And I love desserts.
Right.
I immediately went to my car.
Me too. Same.
And especially being newer at a church.
Exactly.
I couldn't do it. And I enjoyed, most of the stuff we
The
did
day.
prior.
Right.
Yeah, but it was a lot.
Yeah.
And now, mind you, just because you're introverted doesn't mean that you are a recluse in any way, but
Right.
it's a lot.
It's a lot.
It was a lot.
It's
So
a lot.
yes, I do think that churches unintentionally leave us quieter folks out. So I don't know if they're saying get that
Right.
strength and I can do all things and
Right.
get some gusto in you. I don't know. I'm kind of going off in left field. I'm very old school in that I believe I'm okay with the man approaching me. And so as I've been dating, I start to think, do I need to, and I know I need to be a little flexible, especially in the world we live in now with social media, meeting people online, things like that. So I have been a little bit flexible, but there are just certain things that I just expect the man to do, and maybe
Right.
I'm wrong for that. So,
I totally agree with you, but
Yeah.
I'm traditional as well. And I agree. Like, I just feel like this is my first glimpse of your ability to lead.
lead, sir.
Please.
It's okay.
I'm okay with it.
Right.
And maybe your history tells you shouldn't, but
You should.
you should. And forget it. That's old stuff.
Right. Don't listen to that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Lead.
Proceed, please.
Right. Because actually, for those of us who are old school in that way, that's very attractive. It's admirable. You know what I mean? Like, okay, he actually showed pure interest, because otherwise I would not know.
Yes. And then I think too, it's very simple to help us introverts if you just break the group down.
Yes.
Just whatever y'all have planned. Just put a
Break it up.
segment, please, of just 4,
Mhm.
5 max. And I would be so comfortable.
Very true.
If we can all be in the same room, whatever, that's fine. But I just need a smaller group in this in the right corner.
Right.
And I would totally be fine.
But what if the person you were interested with on the other side of the room isn't in your group? That's probably a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just food for thought.
Just stare from the other side.
Right. That's how you know I'm interested. Yes.
Because I'm not going to say anything.
Right. And I'm not staring at you, sir. I'm staring at you. Yes, respectfully. Yeah.
And the rejection, right?
It's real.
How do you nicely reject a man in church without...
Ooh, I was getting ready to sound like a heathen. I'd be like, lie. Like I'm already talking to someone. But then you can't say that because what if he talks to his boy that you may be interested in? She's like, he has someone. I don't know. Like that's in my younger days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to save a long time, but in my younger days, I still would give out the wrong number.
Really?
Yeah, but to your point, if you see them every Sunday, I don't know how you do that.
Yeah.
And as an adult, I guess I should say, you respectfully let them know.
You're right.
You know, I'm not really interested.
Nowadays, you put the number and they call you right there and make sure it
They
works.
sure will to make sure it works.
Mm.
Did the text come through? Let me see it.
Right.
I don't
Put my name in there.
lock it in.
Matter of fact, let me take a picture.
Screenshot it.
Right.
I don't know because even just me saying respectfully, you know, I'm not really interested, but I appreciate it. That feels so uncomfortable for me to say.
Right. And then for me, I would just be like, okay, hello. Like,
Right.
I would, that sounds bad to entertain someone that I'm not interested in. But that gives me time to think, to figure out how I'm going to let this go.
Let you down. Yeah.
Like, I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't know. But because I can't tell you to your face right here,
Right.
maybe once I get in the car, I can text you and say, maybe not.
This is a no. And I can literally hear people on your podcast now saying, y'all are grown women. You better let that man know. You're not
wasting
interested.
his time.
Right. Wasting my time. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. So
It's tough.
either way.
Yeah. And then like having to come back each Sunday,
Yeah.
each Wednesday,
Yeah.
and it not be awkward.
It's going to be awkward.
Really
It's gonna be
awkward.
And realistically, in your mind, you would like to say, okay, I see someone I'm interested in church. They notice me. It works out. But it's not that easy all
Right.
the time. You know what I mean? So that there's no awkward parts because you all ended up connecting and liking each other. I don't know how you do it. So if someone would like to drop a suggestion.
Please put it down in the comment section below.
Yes.
Yeah, because we are to be helpers one to another,
Right.
and we need help.
We do.
Singles ministry needs help.
They do.
And I definitely appreciate people that have a heart for singles.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely nowadays feels like there's more single people out here in the world
Yeah.
than married people.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I'm not sure if we can figure it out, just the state of the world and how everything is going. I'm like, can we get back to a day where there's happy marriages,
I know.
real connection,
Yeah.
no covering stuff up? I don't want to be a detective.
I don't, but I will. And if I have to, then we probably don't need to be together.
Exactly.
But no, it's real. And luckily, and I feel like you're the same as far as me. Like, I'm not that person who's like, there are no good men out here. Marriage doesn't work. I do believe there are still good marriages out there. And
Yes.
marriages do work. And, I see them. Doesn't mean people don't have their bumps. But that's life.
Yeah.
So I know it's possible.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely possible. So that's
Yeah.
what keeps me hopeful.
Yeah. And I told you before, that's one thing. I want my life to prove that God can do it.
And he will. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's very
like,
true.
I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to do so I can have a testimony.
Right.
Even though it took, I don't know. Hashtag still waiting. Like I want to be able to say I did it the right way. I waited. I did not rush into anything.
Absolutely.
And this marriage will be blessed.
It will. Because I say once you marry with me, you stuck with me.
Right, forever.
Unless you do something like real crazy, you're stuck with me. But I'm going to tell you what my mother said. She said that anybody who's had to wait a certain amount of time, God's going to make it worth it. And so I'm definitely hanging on to that like a dog.
thank you for spending a few quiet moments with me today. Thank you, Miss Chanette, for being a guest.
Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
I hope to have you back on another
I
episode.
will.
Chanette has a YouTube channel. It's called Low Key, High Key Introvert. Please go over and subscribe so you don't miss anything coming from Miss Chanette. Also, she has a business. Let's support our own. Her website is shopculturepaperco.com. Now, Culture Paper Company is dedicated to creating wrapping paper and gifts that honor heritage and individuality. Whether you're wrapping something for a loved one or gifting yourself, they believe every present deserves packing as bold, bright, and unique as you are. If this episode spoke to you, make sure you follow me on social media, subscribe on YouTube, and of course, you can find She's Too Quiet anywhere podcasts are found. Don't forget to do 2 things, that's love God and love people. This is for the soft-spoken and deeply felt. Until next time, deuces.